Good morning. We learned yesterday that Kaddish Tiskabel, which translates as Tiskabel Tzeloisain of Usan, listen to the tefillos of Klal Yisrael, is a unique Kaddish, or a unique sentence, Kaddish Tiskabel Tzeloisain, which we say only after we daven Shemoneh Esrei. There is no case of saying Tiskabel Tzeloisain of Usan. I say after Shachar, Mincha, Mar, but there's no case of saying it not after Shemoneh Esrei, except for Selichos. Selichos is the only time where we say Kaddish Tiskabel after Selichos, even though we didn't daven Shemoneh Esrei. So this is very important coming up. We start saying Selichos this Motzei Shabbos, and we're going to say, 1:45 in the morning or 1 o'clock in the morning, we're going to say Tiskabel Tzeloisain Uva Usain. So on this, the Mefarshim, most notably the Levush, explains that the reason for that is because Selichos is the same as Shemoneh Esrei. Selichos is, in other words, is like an extra Shemoneh Esrei that we say during this tkufa of Rosh Yom Kippur, Yamim Noraim. How is it like Shemoneh Esrei? How is Selichos like Shemoneh Esrei? It's easy to say something's like Shemoneh Esrei. So Levush says no. It has the same structure as Shemoneh Esrei and is designed the same way by those who designed the Selichos. Number one, it starts with Ashrei. So Ashrei represents, just like an art tefillah in the morning, Pesukei D'Zimrah. Before we get into davening or actually asking Hashem for something, we have to say Pesukei D'Zimrah. That's the Gemara tells us, should always be Mishabeach Hashem before you ask him for anything. So that's why we say Ashrei. The Selichos themselves are built, and there's other little psukim which are connected to Pesukei D'Zimrah. There's the Selichos themselves are structured upon the Yud Gimmel Middos HaRachamim. It's all about the Hashem Kel Rachum V'Chanan. This is very important to Selichos. In fact, that's the ikar of Selichos. So is the Shemoneh Esrei. The Shemoneh Esrei, if you know, is divided into three parts. The first part is recognizing Hashem. The last part is thanking Hashem, Modim Anachnu Lach. But the middle part is Bakoshes. The Bakoshes starting from Atachonein, ending before Ritzei, which is already the Chelek of Avoda, are 13 brachas, and those 13 brachas are keneged the Yud Gimmel Middos HaRachamim, and it's just fascinating to think, if you are so inclined and not rushing too much, how every one of those brachas has something to do with Hashem Kel Rachum V'Chanun Arach Hapayim on any level. It's probably worth going over this in our mind before Shemoneh Esrei, because there's not that much time during Shemoneh Esrei to work these things out. But once you know once you know these types of secrets, it changes the whole point of davening. But the idea is it all comes from Moshe Rabbeinu, of course, that Hashem taught him that when you daven, you should daven with the Yud Gimmel Middos HaRachamim. When Moshe Rabbeinu went up, this time of year, he went up in Elul, when Moshe Rabbeinu went up to Har Sinai to get the Luchas Shniyos. So Hashem told him either now or during the middle 40 days that when you daven to me, daven with the Yud Gimmel Middos HaRachamim. It's kiviyachol a soft spot, and that's with Hashem. And even if you did a lot of averos, you get through. So this is Shemoneh Esrei, and this is Selichos, and that's why, says the Levush, that we say Kaddish Tiskabel after Selichos, just like we say after Shemoneh Esrei, because it's makbil. One is exactly like the other, with the same purpose. That's the whole reason we say Selichos is, like Moshe Rabbeinu said, Selichos is to ask Hashem to let us in and to listen to our tefillos.